Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Concepts to Grades. So we are back with the series on predicting the 2026 CBSE 10th board science paper. So in this series we are now doing the biology part of it. So these 5 chapters of biology, we are going to see what are the possible questions, and we will start as always with the trend analysis, the important topics of each of these chapter and the most predictable questions in this chapter. So before we get started, subscribe to the channel as you know, and like this video. Comment below if you want any videos or on any topic that you would like to watch for 10th board exams, and we'll make a video about it. So let's start with life processes. So in this chapter, the trend so far has been such. So we have divided this chapter into 4 parts of nutrition, respiration, circulation, and excretion. So as you see, every year there was a question on circulation. Circulation becomes the most important topic of life processes. Every year there will be a question. Second, nutrition always sticks to one MCQ, but we cannot completely say that. But generally, plant photosynthesis, there is one question always. And if you see, last year this chapter has come down to 6 marks from 9 and 10 marks, because life processes and control coordination belong to the same unit, and control coordination got more marks last year. So that can happen again this year. That is what we are assuming. And we could still, because every 2 years they repeat the same weightage, so we assume that it would continue. But if you see, from last 5 years, there was not a long answer question anywhere for 5 marks. So, and there was not a case-based question also, to be precise. So we can probably predict that. Let's see what are the important topics. So as we just saw, the circulation is the most key area of life processes. So the human heart diagram, what is double circulation, single circulation, is important. Aerobic, anaerobic respiration with the glucose pathways is very important. Along with excretion in humans, you can prepare the nephron diagram, the structure of nephron, what are the parts, how is urine formed, all these questions. So now coming to the prediction, since there was no long answer in last 3 years, high probability of getting a long answer from this chapter. So either you can get a 5 marker, you get a human heart, double circulation, everything, or you get like a 3 marker on respiration, 2 marker on circulation, with an MCQ on nutrition in plants. This happens always. Nutrition in plants, there's a MCQ, but there's a strong chance of getting a 5 mark from this chapter. Now moving on to the next one, control and coordination. In this chapter, the trend so far has been such. So for plants, the coordination, there was one 3 marker question last year, and there was a case study on animals. So there was more marks from this chapter last year compared to previous years. Like I said, belongs to the same unit, so it got distributed here. So they could repeat the same pattern again, where more marks can come from here instead of life processes. So from this, again, the important topics remain the same things, like the reflex arc with its diagram, the brain parts and functions, the endocrine glands, the plant hormones, tropisms, etc. So most probably the questions would likely be like full long answer question, where 5 or 4 marks long answer, or a case based question on reflex arc diagram. Like they'll give a case, like someone touched the hot object and the hand is burning. So one question could be to write the series of events. Then with the diagram, it comes for more marks. And then they can add an endocrine gland case study also, where like different people, their diseases because of these hormone deficiencies and all of those things. On plant hormones, there could be less questions this time because it was tested more last time. So there could be like a assertion reasoning on plant hormones, or a MCQ on brain functions, etc. Moving on to how do organisms reproduce. In this chapter, it always gets its 6 marks, 11 marks every time. So in that logic, if we see, there is always an MCQ on asexual reproduction. There will be a question on MCQs in asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction in plants has not been asked, and since reproduction in plants and human beings is alternating, like 1 year it was asked, 1 year this was asked, 1 year this was asked, I'm assuming this year sexual reproduction plants will be asked for a long answer. Like you see, the long answer is twisted like this. So definitely there is a possibility of those things. So the important topics, as always, asexual reproduction, the fission, fusion, all those things, vegetative propagation, advantages, plant reproduction, and the female male reproductive diagram, and all of those things. So the prediction so far would probably be like there could be a conceptual diagram based case study kind. So you get a case study for 4 marks on plant reproduction where you have to draw the flower and label its parts and all of those things, and how is fertilization happening, what are the stages after fertilization occur, like zygote, seed, ovary to fruit, and everything else falls off, all of those things. And 3 marks in human reproduction, because they cannot deny it, they have to ask something from it, is what I assume, because as per government also some questions from human reproduction is part of the national adolescence education program that CBSE does, where the human reproduction questions do come in the exam. So that either on reproductive health, on the prevention of pregnancy section, or on placenta, how it helps the embryo, those part of things. Coming to MCQ, it would be asexual reproduction. Mostly that is what is asked, so you can prepare accordingly. Always remember to prepare the examples also for each asexual reproduction, because that is what will fetch you good marks. Coming to heredity chapter, there is more case based questions, and last year it was asked for less marks, it was only asked for 4 marks. So assuming the same could go on, or there could be a long answer question this time from it. So always prepare the monohybrid cross, the dihybrid cross, genotype phenotype ratio, the sex determination in human beings, what is acquired trait, what is inherited trait. These are the standard topics that these questions come for. So probable prediction is because it's a case based heavy. There could either be a 5 marker, direct 5 mark on monohybrid dihybrid cross with Punnett square, or like a numerical problem where if you have solved previous year board questions, you would have seen these questions where they say the F1 generation there were all tall trees worth of 900. What would be the amount of tall trees in F2 generation? So you do the 3:1 ratio. So 3/4 of 900 tall trees would be the tall trees in F1 generation. Show the cross and show it. This is how numericals come from this chapter. And then genotype, phenotype, there could be assertion, reasoning question, or MCQ. Usually there are MCQs on acquired or inherited traits. So you have to prepare on this front as per this chapter. Coming to the last chapter, our environment. If you see this chapter, always gets his 5 marks. 5 marks from this chapter is default. No matter what you do, you'll get 5 marks from here. And this chapter is the easiest 5 marks you can get, because logically speaking, there's not much thinking. You write what it is. It's all like facts. You write the facts and you get your answer. So mostly there are MCQs and a short answer 3 mark question will come for sure. The 3 marker usually comes from these topics like the food chain, the 10% law, or biomagnification, or ozone depletion, etc. Biodegradable, non-biodegradable usually sticks to MCQs. So in that way, probable chance is a 3 marker on food chain, 10% law. A case study could come for biodegradable, non-bio, since it's not been asked for multiple years, but you could still be prepared on what it is, writing the differences between them and all of that. MCQs on tropic levels like food chain, which would be a secondary consumer, which would be a primary consumer, most repeated questions. This completes the prediction for biology questions for the year 2026 based on the trend that we have seen so far. Hope you have prepared all the important topics that we've discussed, and we'll be doing a video on all the top 50 MCQs of biology soon. So hope you like this video and subscribe. If you are stuck with anything, there are important topics that you haven't prepared, you can watch the individual videos of each of this chapter, which is completely animated, and if you're a visual learner it will help you. Or you watch instructor led, like I'll be teaching these chapters all at once in one of the video where we do a full bio revision for the exam. You can watch this video, and that video will help you grasp everything at one go, and it covers everything that is important. So until then, subscribe to the channel, keep studying well for your exams, and see you in the next video.